week of school. Are you ready to go? We're going to show you a video today about a car, a DeLorean car. It was used in a movie called Back to the Future. And now you are planning for your future, so it's a good video to show. Let's sing the song, This Little Light of Mine, to start with. Sing along, Nika.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let him shine. Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let him shine. Jesus is the light, I'm gonna let him shine. Let him shine, let him shine, let him shine.
Jesus is the light, I'm going to let him shine. So this is part of our Northern Ireland 100. There's lots of machinery in this country, lots of motorbikes, lots of cars. And this is an old classic, very, very old. And it's a DeLorean car. And did you know these are famous? Were famous all over the world. People were able to watch this movie. Lots of cars were built here in Belfast, outside Belfast, and were shipped to America. So DeLorean car, Back to the Future, the car is traced right back to Northern Ireland. But we're going to go to Lurgan to visit one of those cars right now.
Whoa! How are you? Do you know what this is? This is Zach, and this is his daddy, Stephen. Zach, what are we driving today? Is it a motorbike or a car?
A car.
A car. I thought it was an airplane. I feel like I'm sitting on a skateboard going down the road. Stephen, say hello to the boys and girls.
Hello there. Hey everybody.
What sort of car is this, Stephen?
This is called a DeLorean.
DeLorean.
Yeah, made in Belfast.
Made in Belfast?
Made in Belfast.
Another Northern Ireland 100 assembly. Tell us a wee bit about it, Stephen.
Well, this car's 40-year-old this October.
Yes.
And it was made in Dunmurry, at the Cuts in Dunmurry, at the DeLorean Motor Company. So is it called after a man? Yes, the man was called John DeLorean. He was He's a automotive genius, and he worked for General Motors, and then he was going to be the president. Then he left General Motors to go after his own dream, building his own car.
Was he from Northern Ireland or
No, he's from Detroit.
America?
Uh-huh.
So Northern Ireland's famous because they were built in Dunmurry, outside Belfast. And the DeLorean car. This I saw this in a film I watched. What was that film?
Yes, it was in Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Back to
That's
the
right.
Future.
Whoa.
We've got the hoverboard here too,
Oh yes.
from Back to the Future.
I thought this was a skateboard, but Stephen said, Colin, please don't stand on it because you'll squash it. And Zach started to laugh at the thought of me squashing this. He used to hover, and I think,
Hoverboard.
wow, there's so many Bible lessons with this story. Do you know why? Because there's a man in the Bible called Elijah. He didn't hover, but a horse and chariot made of fire came right down from heaven, picked him up, and he literally hovered the whole way and went straight to heaven in a chariot of fire. So they were hovering. What's the story with this hat, Stephen?
That's Marty McFly's hat. If you've watched Back to the Future, Marty McFly wears his hat in the future.
Yes.
He does.
Lift up with the star. Check the coil. Check the classic.
Back to this is his hat.
That's
Wonder
his
if
hat.
fits me. People say I've got a big head. I won't fit my head. He's laughing at me. So that's very interesting. Back to the Future. What was that film about?
It was about this scientist wanted to make a time machine, and he used the DeLorean as the time machine.
Time.
Yeah.
Wow. I can think of this story. This film's about Back to the Future. People like to go, that's interesting, Back to the Future. I don't know about going Back to the Future, but I can look forward to the future. Steve, when you think of the future, what's it special for you about?
What's special is that with being a born again Christian myself, that I'm going to be in heaven, and that's my positive future. That's my main goal.
That's very good. That's what, for me, that's what life's all about.
Yeah.
And we don't know when. But whenever we die, I know, for example, I'm a Christian and I'll go to be immediately in the presence of God, as will Stephen. So the future for me is bright, and it gets brighter and brighter every day. So when I thought of Back to the Future, so many people fear the future. They're uncertain about the future, about school, about their education, about a job, if they're going to get married, if they're going to have a house. And these things are important, but the most important thing when you think about the future is where you will spend your future. And you can spend it with God whenever you believe and trust in the Son, the lovely Lord Jesus. Stephen, this car, what size of engine's in it?
It's got it's got an unleaded engine, it's a V6 engine. It's got a 2.84 V6 engine.
Well, can I look? Zach, will you jump out a wee second?
Good boy.
Zach, will you give me a tug? Hey, that people like it, right? Zach, give me a tug. I can't get out. Doink. Oh. Right, Zach, where's the engine in this here?
Here's Zach. Is the engine in here?
No, at the back.
That's the boot.
I took the engine. Where's the engine?
At the back.
Oh, so it's not just Back to the Future, it's back to front? This is about the front of the car's at the back, or the back is at the front. So this is the engine. Zach, where's the engine? I can't see it.
In here.
Wow. It even says the name DeLorean Motor Company. It's so clean. You must take care of your car, Stephen.
It's one of the most easiest cars to clean. You don't need water to clean this car.
Why is that?
You can use WD-40 stainless steel cleaner and window line. That's it.
Is this stainless steel metal?
Stainless steel, yeah. Same
it?
as your kitchen sink and your knives and forks.
Doesn't go rusty?
Never rust.
Wow. Now there's a lesson. It never rust. What's the Bible application for that one, Stephen?
It'll last forever. It's eternal.
Wow. That's so good.
Timeless.
See, look at the wee number plate. It says timeless or endless, and that reminds me of eternity with God. And most cars what's most cars made of, Stephen?
Metal, just metal.
Metal, but it'll rust.
It'll rust.
Yes, normal cars will rust over time, but stainless steel is a permanent metal. And I think about my relationship with God, it's not just for a little while, then I get fed up or bored. It's for eternity, it's forever. But there's a part of it not made of stainless steel.
Yes, the chassis. The chassis is made from box iron.
Yes.
And it's powder coated.
Yes.
And through time it will rust.
Yes.
So
That's a bit you can't see.
that's the bit what's in the middle, down in the middle, down the inside.
The inside.
Yeah.
And there's one bit, see, whenever we look at our flesh and our skin, the most important part you can't see of your life, do you know what it is? It's your heart. And God says, my son gave me your heart. And when you give him your heart, you're actually giving him your whole life. What else is special about this car, Stephen?
Well, this car, they were all made for the American market. So they were, and then it's left-hand drive as well.
Yes.
So it is.
And how many of them have been made?
There's 9,800 of these cars made.
How many is in Northern Ireland, do you know?
There's about 30 in Northern Ireland.
Only 30, and he's one of them.
Yeah.
But they're very, very cheap to buy, aren't they, Stephen?
No, they're not.
They're not?
They're quite expensive. I've been saving for this car for 28 years.
28 years? Wow.
After watching Back to the Future, that's how long it took me to save for this car.
So he watched Back to the Future and the car inspired him. It was like a dream for him to get it. So you're living the
I
dream.
didn't realise it was an actual production car. It was made in Northern Ireland until my parents told me it was made here.
Uh-huh.
So that was me.
Very good.
That was my interest.
So that makes it very, very special here in Northern Ireland. They actually made these cars from scratch. And most of them were shipped across the world, especially to America. And Stephen still has the original car that was made in that movie, or the type of original car made in that movie. Wonderful car, Stephen. So you wouldn't swap it for my Mini, no?
Oh,
You think about it?
I like minis. I used to have a Mini.
Oh, did you? Most people in this generation, the first car was a wee Mini, and they loved it.
We did.
That's great. What about the wheels? Anything special about the wheels?
Yes, there's 15-inch wheels in the back
Yes.
and 14-inch wheels in the front.
Why is that? Why are they different?
It's just to give it more balance.
Oh, very
More
good.
balance, sort of.
15 inch to the back, 4 in the front. Oh, look at what's these called?
They're alloy wheels. It's made to look like a turbine, off an airplane, or like an engine off an airplane.
Oh, when you shake it round, they're
Yeah,
flying
yeah.
round. Very good. And how many speed? 6 or 5?
It's a 5-speed manual, and there was automatics as well.
Stephen, what's that box in the back there? What is that there?
This box here isn't standard in the DeLorean, but it is from the movie Back to the Future. It makes time travel possible. It's called the flux capacitor. It's in there. You can see it in there.
Picture this. This is what makes time travel possible. The flux capacitor.
Wow, so you've got everything in the original car had.
Yeah.
That's great. So Back to the Future car, that's really, really brilliant. And even in a car, it makes you think so much about God. It's just wonderful. Going to be driving that again, Stephen? Go wee tour? Maybe go for an ice cream, you just never know. Zach, are you coming?
Yeah.
Are you going to play hide and seek in that big house?
No.
Oh, look at the clock. Back to the Future, even thinking about time. This the boot or just the engine?
The engine.
The engine, I get mixed up. I get back to front. Back to the Future, back to front. Boys and girls, we've just been here for a few minutes and there's a wedding on and the bride group just fell in love with it, as did the bride, and they're even getting photographs taken. Steve was telling me everywhere he goes people just go to this car because there's something about it and people can remember it. Back to the Future. So if you feel a bit lonely, you want attention, get yourself a DeLorean car and the crowds will run to you. These cars are now all over the world. Originally it was just made for the American market, but they're now in Norway and Sweden and Japan and Australia. And that reminds me what Jesus said to his disciples, go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. So right across the world, everyone can get to hear about the real future, about the gospel and the Lord Jesus. Wonderful. Zach, can I have a wee drive in your car now? You going to go for a spin?
Yeah.
Right down there? Are the flames going to come out of the back of it? Zach, will I sit in your knee? You sit in mine.
I said.
Oh,
Yeah.
you said I'm too fat? Did you say that?
Yeah.
What? I'm going to put an ice cream in your nose. Zach, we'll go for an ice cream.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, we've had a really busy day today, and we're gonna. That's all for the DeLorean. So we're gonna go and maybe look for an ice cream and spin off. Have a good day. Wave. See ya.
That was a really good car, great video, a wonderful history about the DeLorean car travelling all the way from Belfast, Northern Ireland, right across the Atlantic to America and to be used there. Good car, we're going to finish with a good song. It's called a good song. Sam? Well, verse 10. Lions.
who seek the Lord like no good thing. The lions may grow weak and hungry. The lions may grow weak and hungry. The lions may grow weak and hungry. But those who seek the Lord like no good thing. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. Yes, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. The lions may go weak and hungry. The lions may go weak and hungry. The lions may go weak and hungry. But those who seek the Lord like no good thing. The lions work together for the good of those who love the Lord. Yes, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord. Oh yeah!
It's a Bible verse.
10.
Okay, no more giggles. It's time to wiggle your pen and get back to your schoolwork. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us. Bye.